Hi everyone. This is day 14 of the 30 Days of Healing series that we're doing here live on Facebook together, free and straight to your living room or wherever you may listen to it. So today I was guided to bring my buddy Cell with me, my selenite tower. He actually is not plugged in and does not give off light because he had an Australian attachment, and now in Canada we haven't quite figured out the new plug for him. But that doesn't mean that these guys don't have amazing energy. So if you can get your hands on a selenite tower, very cleansing and calming. They're great healers. So know that even though I'm not holding him for the entire time that I'm doing this talk, he's right next to me. So the energy of Cell is beaming out to all of you as well. So strangely, although Cell's supposed to, I was saying strangely because I didn't get the connection. They just told me. So I was going to say strangely, Cell's with me, but today we're talking about food again. I know we touched on food and energy and eating cleaner yesterday. But today they've really decided that to hit the message home about that, and it's the main theme of today's talk. And I was like, well, why is the selenite here? And the reason being is that selenite is a detoxifier cleanser as well. Da-da-da. So he's working on your energy while you're working on your insides. So this morning, the wonderful way they gave me the message that we were focusing on that today is that I woke up and no matter what I put in my mouth, like including fresh local raspberries straight from the farm into my mouth, everything I put in my mouth made me feel nauseous this morning. And of course, a lovely friend of mine said, "Oh, are you pregnant?" Which no, I'm not. No one get excited because I don't think I would be excited about that. I have long come to learn that a lot of the signs when I feel like, oh my goodness, this is like when I was pregnant, it's not a pregnancy thing. It's an energy thing for me. So I just stayed on liquids this morning. I had peppermint tea. I did my morning drink, which I know I've spoken about my morning drink here before, but for those who are new to following me, every single morning to kickstart your liver, get your energy flowing, all the rest of it. The base drink that I do is apple cider vinegar, good organic apple cider vinegar, freshly squeezed lemon juice, and a little bit of local honey to help take the edge off, and then with warm water. And then you can add things to that like turmeric, cinnamon, which is really good for circulation, blood pressure, things like that. Turmeric's really good for swelling, anti-inflammatory, inflammatory responses. And you can add things like that to it when you're ready. Amy says, "Oh my goodness, I had the same yesterday. Whenever I ate, I felt like I'd been punched in the stomach." Yes, like not fair. Oh, and thank you, Amy. You were meant to write that because that's the other thing I wanted to touch on before we go on to the food thing. I'm not sure if it was here in a private message, but I know the person who wrote me wouldn't mind because Lisa, you're just awesome. I'm pretty sure it was Lisa, not Amy, that wrote to me and said that they felt the need to rest or something. The day after I had said that you needed to rest. So they're in Australia and decided to rest on like day 10. And on day 11, I said, it's time to rest. And they said, could it be that because we're in a different time zone that we're slightly ahead of you, that we're feeling things just before you say, oh, it was you, Amy, sorry. Well, you and Lisa are sisters, so I'm allowed to get you confused. Thank you. So Amy, you were meant to ask me that yesterday, and you were meant to comment today that that's how you felt yesterday. Because yes, normally when I talk to my guides, they've always said to me, like, and you know, if you're in the Year of Healing group, year 1 or 2, or you've watched some of my other videos, you know that one of the key things I say is whenever you see this video, this information is relative to you. So it doesn't matter if you hear it or watch it a day later, a week later, a year later, the information is relevant. And so I said to the angels, what's the dealio? Because there was something in the back of my head a day or two ago where I was saying something and I felt like saying like, oh, those of you in Australia might have felt this yesterday. And then I was like, no, because my angels have always said it's relevant for the person when they're watching it. So you were right. In terms of these 30 days of healing, because we talked about the moon cycle and everything else going on, it is actually the day that matters. So sorry, Australia, you're getting the message like, I don't know, with daylight savings, it depends of the time of year. We're either 15 hours apart or 17 hours apart. So you might be getting the message a day later. However, they said the healing vibration that coordinates with that day, it's okay for you to get it later and it's still going to help you. And the message, like Amy said, will still give you that aha moment, makes sense. And yes, Lisa just said, food is such a strong thing in our lives in the moment. Big time. The vibration of stuff, like it's crazy. I have spoken to some of you about the fact that it's only been maybe 6 or 7 weeks now. I had a healing crisis and I was sick for months. And 6 or 7 weeks ago, I went to see a nutritionist / naturopath, amazing woman. And I made some tweaks to my diet. Like, I'm vegetarian already. I eat a little bit of fish, so some would say I'm pescatarian. I'm leaning towards vegan because I can't do dairy or eggs very much. But she did these tweaks and we added digestive enzymes and a couple other things that I needed to support in my body with natural supplements. And in 6 weeks, I lost 15 pounds or 6 kilos, so a kilo a week, depending on your country. I got my energy back. My joint pain was gone. And my connection, my energy was through the roof. Like there's realizations coming through thick and fast. And yeah, there's days where I'm resting, which I've now learned from her. I can have these high energy, I feel amazing days. And then a few days later, I can feel like crap. And the fact of the matter is that because we've built up, like I think we went through kind of a lazy phase as human beings. Even those of us like me that are vegetarian went through or have gone through lazy phases in our lives where, yeah, I'm vegetarian, but I'll just have a baked potato because it's easier. Or, I can eat potato chips because they're vegetarian. And we get busy in our lives. And I don't want to use the word lazy because I don't think it's lazy. It's just our care factor goes out the window, right? Life gets in the way. We have little kids, whatever. And we allow ourselves to do what we know isn't quite right. And then our body lets us know we've stuffed up. Well, because there's this buildup of toxins, and they're saying like the toxic buildup is from our lifestyle that this generation and previous generations, it gets passed on in our DNA. And we're clearing all that out. Like we need this divine connection. We need to help Mother Earth with the connection. We need to help ourselves with the connection to Source. So it's time to clear all this stuff out. So when we eat clean, we feel amazing for a day or two, and then we might feel like crap. And that is because, and this is how she explained it to me, and I hope I can do it justice, we've got this buildup of toxins sitting there. And then we eat healthy and we clear kind of a little bit of the pathway, and then things are flowing well, and then our liver goes, oh cool, things are flowing now. I can get rid of this hunk of toxins that's been sitting here for years and years and years that I had no way of getting rid of. Boom, I'm going to get rid of that. And then suddenly you're going to have this moment where you feel like crap, right? Or very tired or a bit headachy. And then once that clears, you get through the other side and you feel pretty damn awesome. And that can happen. Ooh, I was doing that outside of the film so you can see it. The up and downs happen, right? So that's something to think about. I think Lisa wrote a little while back, and I have to go back. Lisa said, I find this ironic as I eat my leftover pizza warmed up in the microwave. You know what? Yeah, don't worry. Forgive yourself is what they say, Lisa. Because I do that. I like watch Biggest Loser and things like that, and I'll be sitting there eating my popcorn and chocolate thinking this is really ironic. When it comes to the messages from the angels, like, Lisa, you're on holidays, you're forgiven, right? So, or you just got back from holidays, I don't know if you're still away. Warmed up pizza in the microwave, best thing to do for that, because I had to do this the other day, driving in the middle of nowhere, kids were hungry, we were starving, busy day, and I ate something that I normally wouldn't eat, and I was feeling a lot of guilt and my poor body and why am I doing this and I shouldn't eat this. And then I went, no, turn the story around. And a dear, dear, dear friend and mentor of mine once said to me, hi, Diana, if you're watching, I still miss you, because she's in Australia too. Diana said to me, with every bite that you put in your mouth, set the intention that it's giving you health. And no matter, and I'm like, oh, cool, so I get to eat M&Ms. She's like, even if it's M&Ms, like, imagine that the energy of that is converting to the energy that you need. And that doesn't mean that, yeah, we go crazy and eat whatever the hell we like. It just means to eat without the guilt. Forgive yourself if you need to. And even those of you that know Reiki can do the chikoré, is that the one? The symbol. Imagine the symbol on your food before you eat it and change the energy of it too. So that you can do for the rare occasions, but when everybody's home, when you have the energy to, and when you know you have a choice, eat healthy. You're very welcome, Lisa. I'm glad that was helpful for you. I'm going to go back to what Amy said. I'm really struggling to find what foods to eat that my body is going to easily process. So I feel the same way sometimes, Amy. Like, I woke up and went, well, holy crap, if I can't eat like pesticide-free raspberries straight from the farm, what else is there, right? And I think at the time, and that's what I was reminded, my guides gave me that little jolt of, you know, you could fast. Like, people do, I have friends that do a day of water fasting once a week, or a day of juice fasting, or a couple days. And so I thought, if my toxins, if my liver's dumping toxins right now that have built up for years and it's ready to dump it and get rid of it, it's busy, right? So it's okay not to eat. We live in a society that revolves around food, right? We have a social gathering, we have food, we go to meet friends, it's at a cafe, we get a coffee, there's always food around us. And heck, take that up like 10 notches if you belong to organized religion, because we eat at every occasion and get together, from Bible study to baptism and everything in between, right? So if food is what we revolve our society around, we have this thing, you know, if I'm healthy, I eat 6 small meals a day, or 3 meals plus 2 snacks, and I have to eat regularly during the day, blah, blah, blah. If your body is saying don't eat because it's upsetting me, go water, go herbal tea. For me, up until 3 o'clock this afternoon, it was peppermint tea, water, and then my homemade kombucha, which I love. But you don't have to make homemade kombucha, just buy kombucha, which also helps with gut health as well. And those 3, my body was like, chug-a-lug the kombucha, give me more. And the peppermint tea settled things down, because that helps the liver with detoxifying and helps the stomach with settling down. So whatever your body's calling for, listen. And interestingly, after that, at 3 o'clock, I was hungry, and I went to the kitchen. I was like, oh, it'd be so easy to just grab popcorn right now, or whatever my kids were eating. And I opened the fridge and went, like, eating healthy takes so much effort. But 2 days ago, or yesterday, I remembered that my naturopath had said to me, look, I'm a super busy woman too. I don't have time to make a salad every time I sit down to eat. And sometimes I grab food out of the fridge to run and go see my clients. And what she does is, when she makes a salad, she makes 3 salads at a time and puts 2 in the fridge. So for the next 2 days, you just have to grab a salad. So as I sat there going, okay, body, what are you going to allow me to eat that's not going to make me feel nauseous? The salad was sitting right there on the shelf. I literally grabbed it out, poured some fresh, local, handmade, artisan salad dressing, which I'm going to start making my own, but I got to finish this first. And then grabbed a fork, and I sat down and I could eat right away. So planning ahead can help us. I am not the best at that, but I'm saying that one particular instance, it definitely helped to plan ahead. And I know, Amy, you've got a little one to think about as well. So, you know, it's when you go shopping and you get a whole bunch of celery, chop it up into celery sticks right then and there, put it in a little bit of water at the bottom of your Tupperware container, chuck it in the fridge. And I made dip on the weekend, a raw, what's it called? Raw ranch dressing, which is so yummy. And I had that sitting there. So the days where I felt like I can't do anything but I have to eat healthy, I grabbed carrots, which are already cut up, grabbed my dip that I was handmade on the weekend, and that has lasted me 3 days now of I don't know what to make and I'm too tired or too busy or too whatever, right? So it helps get rid of our excuses. So healthy, clean eating too, I want to say, like, again, I don't want anybody guilt tripping themselves about it, that I shouldn't be having this and I shouldn't be doing this. What I found worked for me with my naturopath is she gave me a ton of suggestions. I eliminated the stuff she said not to have, and I gradually reintroduced things that I might not normally do. So, all the vegetables she said my body would like, chuck them on in. But I just made that raw ranch dressing for the first time this weekend after being on this program for 7 months. I'm going to start making my own salad dressing next week, and I started making my own kombucha about a month ago. So it's little by little introducing these routines and little things that are going to help you to be inspired to eat. The other day I saw a chocolate raspberry truffle raw cake that is all nuts and seeds, fruits and vegetables kind of base. And it looks divine. And sure, it's got a lot of natural sugar in it. But I went, that's the way to get my picky kid to eat healthier, right? I think it had avocados in it. It might have had zucchini. Raw cacao powder is so unbelievably good for you. My magnesium's low. It's high in magnesium and manganese and a bunch of other minerals that are hard to get elsewhere. So look for the little things that you can change is my point. Don't think you have to go crazy overnight. But do realize the very cool thing, once we start eating healthier, that connection to source will come through, right? And again, they keep saying, don't be guilty over that because it's not like we won't talk to you if you don't eat healthy. That is important, right? So I've gone through stages where I've eaten crap and I'm still talking to them. But that connection is clear. It's almost like you can live more intuitively. And the months where I wasn't eating healthy and I wasn't feeling all that great, I still had amazing downloads and moments. But I can say now, I think my trust is better. My ability to trust in the signs for like everything, not just the spiritual work, but the things that I'm tempted to say, the stupid little things in life, but they mean something, right? Whether to buy this or that, or whether to go here or there. And even like when they told me, oh, it was really cool on the weekend, I went to visit. No, it wasn't when I visited my parents. It's when I met, well, I was close to Jesse Metcalf when I went to the set of Chesapeake Shores. On the way to my parents' house and to the beach where they were filming, my intuition said, go straight, at a time where I'd normally turn right. Well, I kind of knew where straight took me, but I knew I didn't know quite how to get to the beach going straight. And I went straight and I was like, actually, I turned right because I didn't listen. And then I turned around and went, no. They're saying it so strongly. I got to turn back around. So I went straight and I figured out my way through town out the other side to the beach. And I was like, well, why did I do that? Like, I don't see anything. Yeah, it could have been there was an accident I was avoiding or traffic or construction or who knows. It's summertime. It's probably construction. Whatever it was that way, I thought there was a reason I was avoiding it. But then on the way home, we were at my parents' and I had promised the kids that because we stayed at the beach for so long, once we went to say goodbye to my parents, they could get an ice cream on the way home to keep them busy until dinner time and to cool them off because it was a stinking hot day. Well, a Canadian stinking hot day, not an Aussie one. And my dad's like, oh, well, you don't want to turn around and go backwards to go to Dairy Queen. Just go forwards and go through town, and there's that ice cream shop that's really yummy. Well, guess what? I knew how to get to that ice cream shop because I'd gone straight on my way to the beach. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had a clue how to get back there. Honestly, like the roads would have meant nothing to me. So yeah, it was about ice cream, not about some beautiful, amazing spiritual connection with someone, but my intuition was still right. So the little things, it matters too, right? Just like people say, if you think there'll be a parking spot waiting for you, there will be. And that happens a lot for us to the point where I now say it to the kids. Oh man, it looks busy. Can you tell the angels to hold us a spot and to guide us to it? And they're like, yeah, angels, spot. And yeah, I would say 96% of the time, there's either a spot or I'll be guided to drive somewhere and someone will be pulling out so I can pull in. So yeah, that's a bit of a segue. But anyway, connections, people. It's all connected. So take care of your body, nurture it. Maybe make yourself a promise after this video of one thing you're going to change, dietary wise, to support your body. So it could be that you decide to juice or smoothie more. It could be adding more local fruits and vegetables. It could be eliminating packaged and processed foods. And just do that one thing for yourself this week, or even this day, if you're at the start of your day instead of the end, like I am. And support yourself in that. Be positive. No guilt. No guilt at all. I ate potato chips yesterday because my stinking husband keeps buying them. Hi, Tim, if you're on the call. And yeah, like they're tempting. And this time I had one or two and then I went, hold on, last time I ate that, my stomach hurt. So yeah, no, I'm not going to have any more. But I didn't feel guilty about those two, right? Because the feeling is now assuaged. I think I needed to have them that one more time to remind me that I don't feel so good afterwards. Listen to your body. No guilt. Loads of love. Intend that everything you put in your body will be good for you, but still try and eat as clean and healthy as you can. Water, 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 water. Drink lots and lots and lots and lots of water. I have felt constantly thirsty all day, yet I've had water in my hand all day. And no, I'm not going to turn into a diabetic. It's not a sign of that. It's a sign that right now we just need more water. You're very welcome, Amy. It was lovely to have both of you twinnies online, even though you're spiritual twins, you two. It was awesome to have you both on the call tonight, the video, whatevs. So yeah, you can comment below if you want to share with me what you're going to change this week. And because we're on day 14, hopefully tomorrow, the next day, I will upload another batch of videos to the YouTube channel if anyone wants to watch them there, missed any and doesn't want to go searching for them on the Facebook page. So thank you very much for being here. Lots of love and angel blessings to you. Bye.